Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Welcome back. So let's talk about Regina Daniels and NWOKO. Let's continue. A few things have happened since the last time we covered this. So let's continue. Maybe we can use this to round up the show. All right. So Regina is still talking, still dragging Uncle Ned. And earlier today, I saw quite a few conversations still going on around the internet. And the reality is that there's more than enough people who think that Paned is innocent and is the victim. Okay? More than enough people think Paned NWOKO is the victim and Regina Daniels is the culprit by way of her mother. For the longest, I tried to avoid addressing the mother because, in my opinion, still my opinion, I don't think it's that relevant. I don't think it's as relevant as people are trying to make it to be, but let's make it relevant since that's what most of you, not most of you, a lot of you want. Okay. The mother failed her. The mother failed her. The mother failed her. The mother failed her. Okay, I don't hear. The mother failed her. Can we talk about what's happened in the past few days or few weeks? No. All I know. Hey,
imagine why?
All I know is that the mother failed her. I say I don't hear.
Oh, you're right.
I don't hear. More. So I'm forced to say, okay, I hear you. Okay, the mother failed that. The mother, Regina's mother, Rita Daniels, she comes off as an illiterate to me, okay? An educated illiterate. And they are much more dangerous than actual illiterates. I don't know if you understand what I mean. Educated illiterates are much more dangerous than your regular illiterate. Your grandma, your grandpas, or your great-grandma, great-grandmas that did not go to school, they are better off than educated illiterates that dropped out at Form 4 or SS1 and 2 or dropped off after second year 200 level and never completed school, right? Not all of them, obviously, okay? They are much more better because we'll get there in a second. Here's the thing. I do see her as an educated illiterate. So I see her as somebody, from all indications, there might have been trouble in that marriage before, and the way they raised their kids, I mean, you can see the conduct of all three kids, especially those two kids, they're a little bit off, you know, and to the extent where, they found themselves in this mess. But she's the culprit, Motigbo. I still don't think it's relevant to what's happening today because once she gave her hands of her teenage daughter away to Paned, a senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, at that point in time, Paned is responsible. Okay? At most, Regina is responsible for her adult life. So if we're looking to blame somebody, which I do not like to look at this thing from a place of blame, okay? Because I am not the court. I don't like to condemn them. I just like to extract the lessons and keep it moving. But every one of you are obsessed with blame. And whenever I'm saying Paned is responsible, you also tend to interpret it as blame. You do not know the difference between blaming and responsibility and accountability. It's a struggle. Okay. And me, I don't have the, So today we're going to get back into looking at some of the things that are going on here. My mother would send an educated fool is very dangerous. Yes, Marie. But common sense takes you a long way. Yeah, I agree 100%. That's exactly what I'm trying to say. It's a lot of people that can even drop English here, but it's just like, damn, it's empty up there. Jesus Christ. Anyway, Toby and Tribe says, you mean the ones that passed through school but did not finish school? Some people brag and say, at least I also passed through school. Well, not all of them, obviously, but there are certain people you just know that definitely in general, what I mean is people that lack critical thinking, and sometimes you have to complete a cycle first before you can really get into a place that, at least something. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Never mind. Let's just get into the story. Let's just get into the story because a lot of things have happened since, and I want us to address it. Okay, so as you know, we covered the Showore bringer. We have about three different ages of Regina Daniels now. Okay, was it 2019 May that she got married? Right, she got married in 2000 and May. Sorry, in May 2019, right? Okay, so we have three ages for Regina Daniel. Something that on a normal day is not a big deal. If an actress say she has three ages, somebody who was it? Shout out to Ebere. Ebere was here. Said she celebrated 16 years old multiple times. To me, that doesn't carry any weight in this because actress and many women will do this. I'm 30. I'm 30 all over again. I'm 30. They will do that to 60. That's a bountiful talk. It has nothing to do with what we're doing here, right? But with regards to the documents, okay, and what the parents actually said. So let's do a quick recap. Okay. The parents, the father said she was born on October 10th, 2001, and he actually named the hospital. Okay. The mother was in an interview, I think after the marriage to NWOKO, and she claimed at that time, from the dated whatever on that interview, that she was about to turn 20, and that would align with the date of October 10, 2000, which is what is on Google or anywhere else on Google. That would put her in the position for her to be in May 2019. She would have been 18 years of age, going on 19 by that October. If we go by born in 2000, okay? So we have two ages already, right? So born in October 10, 2000 would mean that she was 18 when she got married. Born in October 10, 2001, per the father and per the two passports. There were two passports, okay? Two passports by Omoyele Showore, okay? Hold on 1 second. Let me show you so you can know that, you know, let's see here. The two different passports photograph by Omoyele that Omoyele Showore posted. I don't know if I have access to it anymore. Maybe I do. Anyway, let me just say, you go on Omoyele Showore's page, you'll see two passports. It's the same passport, but one expired and then another one was issued, right? One expired, another one was issued. So we have two ages now. NED said that his wife was 18, going on 19 when they got married, and that would align with okay, I found it now. Okay, here we go. Okay, so you can see that this passport right here, let me make it bigger so you can see. All right, this passport. Okay, so I'm going to take it off because I don't want. I'm going to take it off. I just remember right now. Let me take it off. You can't. Personal information is found on social media platforms. So I'm just going to read it to you. So the first passport says it was issued in 2022, right? It's the same passport issued January 11, 2022. A lot of people have been peddling around and said, but that passport was issued 2022. No, there's a previous version of that same passport that was issued in May 2017. Okay, and they both align with 2001. Okay, so they align with what the father said, 2001. So the two people that are on the same page would be NED and Rita Daniels, the mother of Regina Daniels. Okay, so we have two birthdays, same day, but two different years. One is 2000, one is 2001. Younger girl would be Pa Daniels, and what she would have posted as a passport photograph. Okay, now this is personal information. I think the social media actually frown against this, so I'm not sure why they feel they can get away with posting this on the internet. Now, in addition to that, Paned said he wants to release more information. So he went ahead and released a voter's card that shows this voter's card was issued. It shows a birth date of 1998. The same day, October 10, 1998. That's a whole 2 years before 2000. So that would make her 20 years old when they were getting married. The same Paned that said earlier on that she was 18. Are we getting somewhere, guys? So Paned's story is true. At one point, my wife was 18, going on 19 when we got married, but now he's bringing out a document that he said he took from them as evidence. He kept that record. Allegedly, he kept a record that he said, I needed to see your ID. But then he conveniently forgot. 2 years apart, 2 years difference. Okay? Because when he was talking a few days on one of the posters, my wife is 18, was 18, going on 19 when we got married, not 17. But now the wife must have been 20 according to this voter's card that he brought out. So which one of these sources is the source of truth? Some people are saying, no, but Regina, the Rita Daniels, would you know the dates? Like, will a mother not know the dates that her child was born? Some people are saying that. The same people that are saying that are the same people that are saying her mother failed her, I blame her mother. They tend to be the same person. So they believe her on one hand, but they don't believe her when it comes to other things. Okay? I'm just saying this. There's a little bit of a discrepancy, inconsistency there. You hear me? So you cannot, if you want to believe Rita Daniels, believe her. If you don't want to believe her, don't believe her. That's all I'm saying. Okay? So you believe her when it comes to the date of birth. My guess is because it aligns with Paned NWOKO, because you will really like Paned to be free. Okay? And I get it, that's fine. On the social media, we pick sides. Okay? Maybe not me personally, but we pick sides. It is what it is. Because when you hear my side, which is usually on the fence, you will still push me to one side all by yourself. So I just wanted to do like those few real caps. So there's a lot of discrepancies around our date of birth, because now they're saying instead of her being 24 or 25, they're now suggesting that she's actually 27 years old. What do you think? Is she 27 years old or not? Is she 25 years old or not? Let me set up a quick poll while we're talking. How old is Regina? That's the poll. I'm going to set this up real quick. I will continue this. I'm going to pay some bills. I'm going to set that up, and then we'll continue with Regina Daniels and Paned NWOKO. I'll be right back.
This is Ola, man of Prestige, your favorite relationship and marriage coach. If you enjoyed this, smash that like, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs it. Be a part of the Prestige family. My wife Lola and I have written 2 powerful books, Get My Marriage Back and Number One Red Flag, yours free at manofprestige.com. For personal coaching, send me a WhatsApp request for consultation to +1 732 305 8577. Stay tuned for more. Your journey to love and prestige starts here.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Welcome back. All right, so I set up the poll. I actually wanted to set it up on the other platform real quick too. So what we're seeing anyway is that Regina is still talking. She gives some more information, some more. She actually responded to a Showore's post as well. And she said, I'm going to read it to you. She said some things around, let me see here. Shout out to everybody watching on the vertical. Please make sure you hit the like button. Thank you. Let me see here. She says some things with regard, you know how Pa said he married her as within 3 weeks. All his wives, he married them within 3 weeks, and then he never marries anybody who is not a virgin. I'm not a virgin. How old is Regina Daniels? 24, 25. All right, so you could do a small math based off of everything we've said so far, and then we'll take a look at that before we end. All right. So let's see here. So that's been the argument. A lot of arguments around the age. A lot of people saying, this man is he kept the evidence. He's a lawyer. You don't know. Lawyer John Nigerians do you for? No wonder they want all of us to become either lawyers or doctors. He's a lawyer. He's such an intelligent man. It's like nobody is questioning if he's intelligent, but you don't enter this one chance. This PR here, this PR mess right here, he has to clean up. Anyway, so I'm looking at this post. Let's look at this together. Let's look at it together. It says, "Thank you so much, sir." She was responding to a post by Shore, I think. Yeah. Let's look at this one. It says, "Thank you so much, sir. My now ex-husband's worst enemy is now fighting beside me." Who was the now ex-husband's worst enemy? That's Shore. We reviewed the beginning, the genesis of Shore's relationship with Paned and Regina on other segments. So you might want to review that. We talked about, we said, what is Shore's business in all of this, right? That was the question. We answered it in there. They have history, right? So she goes under Shore. It looks like she said, "Thank you." It's a screenshot. Though. I couldn't see this on Shore's page myself, but maybe it's on Twitter somewhere. Said, "Thank you so much, sir. My now ex-husband's worst enemy is now fighting beside me. It's sad, but I love and appreciate it. Sir, let's also have it on record that I was the foolish one, made foolish mistakes, and now have to bear the consequences and still stand my ground." Okay. I don't know. Does that sound like accountability to you? Okay, because many people that are on the side of NED, they swear that this girl is not being accountable. But maybe they need her to, I don't know what they need her to do exactly, but they're asking for her to leave Paned alone. And the other side is saying, no, Paned needs to leave her alone. Anyway, so she said, I was the foolish one that got pregnant for the madman, hence the quick marriage. That's why he hates the said tiny devilish Anne, because she made me remove it before my mom knew. Shamba 4. I'm sorry, everyone, but the man is a goat. Plus, y'all can call me a pained ex that just wants to be free. Is she lying? Do you believe her, or she's just lying? Somebody said, the old Daniels family, they are liars. We can't believe anything that's coming from them. Okay, so how do we assess it? Because me too, I'm struggling to explain what I'm trying to say, because I don't want it to come off as I'm taking sides with Regina, because I promise you that's not it. Okay, I think it's more so, I think men need to be a little bit more responsible. Okay, because of people like Regina. What did Regina do when she was a child? I don't care if she was 23, actually. She was a child. She's obviously, she's still not matured. Right? So I desire so badly that men be responsible, but they're interpreting that as you are taking sides as Regina. They're basically playing the victim. And it doesn't pan out well when you play the victim in this kind of cases. Our society is not set up that way. Okay. So they see this kind of post, they see him more as a victim. Say, this girl is lying. Actually, we don't know that. We don't know that. In fact, there was nothing that the only statement I assessed from that came out of Paned's page, I analyzed it for emotional intelligence. That's all I did. I have no facts. I can't say he did something, or you didn't hear me say he committed the domestic violence. I can say things like it's believable. I can say things like, oh, he liked her getting high before they get down in the other room. I can say things like that. But I said it's believable. I don't know that for a fact. I can just tell you what I feel is believable. So now she's leaking that information for the first time. She's saying she got pregnant for him before the mom knew. But Paned is claiming that the mom brought her to the living room. But we were not there. Do you think the mom brought her to the living room? And that was the first time he will meet her. And then 3 weeks later, he married her. I bet this man had been sleeping with this young girl before they try to make it official. Did she get pregnant? Okay, my guess is as good as yours. I don't know. Anyway, there's more. There's more, definitely somewhere. Let me see. Okay, so this is what Panet says. It has come to my attention that false claims are being circulated by Regina, suggesting that I married her when she was 17 years old. These claims are entirely untrue and misleading. For clarity, during my first meeting with Regina, I asked her age, and she told me she was 21 years old. I further asked if she had any document to substantiate this, and she presented her INEX voters card that she was 21 at the time. Clearly shows that she was born October 1998. I informed her that I would keep this daddy. Okay, did Baba forget when he first said she was 18 before? Okay. Anyway, I have also seen the BBC interview her mom granted after our marriage regarding her marriage. According to all verifiable records, our marriage took place 6 years ago, which means Regina is 27 years old today. Any suggestion that I married her at 17 is false and should not be accepted by the public. The facts are verifiable and undisputable. Until this is done, I urge the public to approach all her claims with caution and discernment, especially talking to... Okay. All right, so that's that. Let me see here. Am I going small by small? Okay, we're going small by small. It's okay, it's okay. Let me read this first comment here, then I'll come to the chat. Let me check the chat, make sure. Okay. Okay, I see you guys talking. I'll check it out in a second. Somebody said the more she talks, the more it proves that drugs has been part. Okay, that's what somebody gets out of that. Somebody said, and now the 17, he take marry you. More truth, know that this girl mouth. Okay, so those are two people that don't believe that she was 17 because she claims she married at 17. Okay. Baba said she presented a 21-year-old voter's card. He kept record of it. Okay. So somebody said he's the victim. They presented false information to him. So he is the victim. Somebody said here, the more she's trying to prove, let me see here. Sabi Radio says, I got pregnant for NED at 17, hence the quick marriage. My friend Anne made me abort the pregnancy before my mother-in-law. Okay, that's the little Anne girl. Regina Daniels shares shocking. Okay, that's the caption. Somebody said, the more she's trying to prove a point just to get at the man, the more she sounds so foolish. She doesn't even care if what she's saying makes sense anymore. She just wants to play the victim card so bad. Girl, you're not innocent. Here's the problem with that. She must sound foolish, but they're going to add all of this together if it comes to court. If she's presenting this, she might be much more composed. And bottom line is that no matter how foolish she sounds, it's still tarnishing this man's reputation. The lesson here is that a Regina should not do what she's doing as a Regina. The lesson here is that make sure you do not enter this kind of person's trap, because when it gets down to dragging, they will drag everything you've worked for all your life right through the mud. Now, I'm not saying Regina is not a victim. The point here is that Ned is not exactly the victim you think he is. Regina and her family are mannerless. God forbid, same man you open that legs for, born those kids, shame on you. I mean, we've been saying the same thing a few days ago about Ned. But I guess he's responding, right? He wanted to. Somebody said, I don't think he want that Kwekus back. If he wanted that back, he wouldn't be dragging her. Okay. Good point. Anyway, let me see. Before I continue into this part right here, let me read your comments. Eunice says she's more than innocent. Mara says we're all confused, MOP. They want her to suffer. Toby and Tribe says most people against Regina are either those that got upset because she tried to advise Nigerians and call them children, and the others that feel she's gold digger. So karma has come for her. As far as they're concerned. Voila, voila, voila. Was this runs gone bad? I'm confused. Maybe. There's more. Wait, it could be. Actually. That's why my stance has been like Paned. And the Paned's wannabes. You cannot afford to be focusing on blaming this girl. What you need to look for is how can I avoid this kind of situation? But of course, you want to play the victim, competing against her so badly, and that's why you will collect. Okay, because yours may not look like a voter's card. It will look a little bit of a different way, but you will enter one chance because you're using your emotions to think. Okay. Anyway, let's keep going. Eunice says she wants to destroy her so she can run back to him. Who is she? Who is she that you're talking about here that wants to destroy her? There's a name for people that molest minors in developed countries. Exactly. So I think don't end up in a situation where you're being accused of potentially molesting a minor. That should be the lesson. That should be the greatest lesson here. Okay? Because if she's in fact a Ron's girl, there's going to be Ron's girl. And many of them, the reality, especially, not only in Nigeria, by the way, there are teenagers that make up IDs here. They will go and create IDs. They use to enter club. Yes. Oh, you never knew that. Oh, yes. They're everywhere. Don't think this is just Nigeria. Don't you think for a second that this is just Nigeria. This is not just Nigeria. All right. Guys, let me pay a little bit of bills. I'll be right back.
This is Ola, man of Prestige, your favorite relationship and marriage coach. If you enjoyed this, smash that like, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs it. Be a part of the Prestige family. My wife Lola and I have written 2 powerful books, Get My Marriage Back and Number 1 Red Flag, yours free at manofprestige.com. For personal coaching, send me a WhatsApp request for consultation to +1 732 305 8577. Stay tuned for more. Your journey to love and prestige starts here.